Hello, everybody. Welcome into Monday, November 13th, 2023. Ken Stout Live with the Zoom homies. The Zoom homies with Ken Stout Live. We have William, we have Rich, we have Sin, we have Greg Guy just joining us. And I will unmute you fellas in just a second so you can be heard. And you should be able to say hello to YouTube world now.
Hello, YouTube.
Hey there. Hey there.
You better let us speak. You better let us.
Yep, I can hear you. Got the verification. Josh Kinder, Rento Gaming was first tonight, number one. Tony was second. Sid Vicious was third, and he's extremely happy about that. Greg was fourth, but he's got an excuse. He was eating dinner. Yeah, I was almost not here. I laid down after getting back from shopping and going to Golden Corral for the veterans thing. I bought the hat there. I narrowed it down to three, and then Mrs. K liked this one the best, so this is what we went with. He thought he had one to represent my MLS designator, but he didn't, and I didn't feel like waiting until tomorrow to run over to their shop and get anyone. So I do like this hat, though. It looks a lot better on camera than I thought it was going to. So, and it, $15, I didn't mind. It's for a good cause. Man, less than 2 minutes into the show and I can't even talk. Let's see. My mixer shows I am going out live. Yeah, I am. Okay, I thought I had verified that. Oh, Rick Lake says hello, and unfortunately Rick is not doing too well. He's a little bit under the weather and going to be by himself for a next few days. Long Dog's having cookies for dinner. I'm thinking cookies for a diabetic is not the world's best dinner to have. Man, depending on what they are. And now what happened? My chat just jumped like, I don't know, a whole page looked like. Okay. I'm gonna have to ask Long Dog how he put a background into his chat. It's not showing up on the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 lines that I went through. Anyway, good. Hope he's better. We went to Golden Corral. We got in line at 5:27. We were seated at 6:08. So not too awfully bad of a wait, I didn't think. It was jam packed. Somebody would stand up to leave, and 2 seconds later, somebody would sit down. It was that busy. Man, it just amazes me. Somebody created a background in honor of Joshi. I like it. Yeah, I like that. I don't know. I'm not sure how that is being done. I didn't think you could do something like that. I guess you can though. I guess if you have a You're scared to ask, what are you using now? Tech shows chat. Yeah, I got a I don't know if it's a plugin or what you'd call it. You pop chat out and then you point OBS to the chat pop out window and you can highlight individual chat messages, Chris. That's what I've been using. I like it a lot. The only thing I don't like is it's restrictive. Like Chris's full message is not showing up. But other than that, I like it. And I want to get to where I can get it to automatically run, which I'm sure they have things like that. Chris Garrett said, hello, Zoom. Hello, Chris. Chris said he's not going to join us tonight. He's got some things to do early in the morning, and I understand. I've got things to do early in the morning as well. So I probably will not be on the after Zoom stream very long tonight. I'm not sure yet. Of course, I say that, and then I'm here another 3 hours. Just like, we're not going to play the game for 5 hours, 13 minutes, and 34 seconds. Are we?
But we did.
Yes, we did. It was fun. That was kind of fun. I went to help you, and then we went to help Brian out, and then Sam showed up to help us all out.
And we know the setup works.
I thought it worked pretty good, actually.
It didn't try to stutter and didn't try to smoke or anything.
Right, your computer seemed to do all right, right? So,
yeah.
And I think the lag was acceptable. I mean, at times it was kind of, or the delay, whatever you want to call it. At times it was kind of, I don't know, lengthy. But for the overall most part, it went pretty good, I thought. I still want to run one more test and see. I did get to thinking about what you were saying, though. I'm thinking to speed up the gameplay. You have two computers, right? Don't you have a Princess computer and your computer?
Yeah.
If you could watch Zoom on the smaller of the two computers and then run the game on the other one, you're fine. And you don't really need to buy any other equipment either, I don't think. So, yeah, Chris is going to go help a friend with a laptop. He's been paying attention to their baby. The babies tend to do that, Chris. Laptop baby. What are we going to take care of? We got fortunate in sitting with two active duty people tonight. They were in the Indiana National Guard. A very enjoyable conversation we had with them. The entire line that we were in, it was all us old people, all of us with our beards and, you know, our gating around not the way we used to be and whatnot, and no hair. And that was pretty good as well. And then I talked to one of the guys that was sponsoring it afterwards. He looked familiar and I couldn't quite place it. And it turned out we knew each other in high school, but we didn't know each other in high school. He went to an opposing school, so we met twice a year, and we knew each other from the basketball team. And it was amazing because he was like, yeah, I thought you looked familiar too. He goes, you didn't have a beard back then. I'm like, if I did, it wasn't white, that's for sure. So stood there and talked to him for about a half hour. Poor Mrs. K, she was like getting antsy and wanting to go. We went to the new Walmart today, Greg, and they are turning it into Target. If you ever shopped at Target and you know their layout, this Walmart is now identical to a Target. I made the comment to the cashier, so when are you changing the name? And she says, what are you talking about? I said, well, this store is laid out like Target. And she stopped scanning. She looked at me and she goes, I know, huh? Isn't it disappointing? So if the employees see it, it's terrible. And they did have 5 cash registers open with 5 live people scanning your items. So yeah, it's Target. I did shoot a video. I'm going to share it later. I don't think I'll ever upload it, but I did shoot a video. We do have a couple of things we shot for the channel, a short, and for the reels. Mrs. K cannot get over. She can't differentiate between YouTube short, Facebook reels. To her, they're the same item. So I've got both to upload later. We got back from dinner and I laid down and take a nap. And I barely woke up. I mean, I woke up, obviously. Yeah, I'm awake. But I could so easily be asleep right now. Got home 7:15, 7:30, I think, this morning. Got up at 1:01. And the only reason I know that, when I woke up, I said, hey, Alexa, what time is it? And then the time is 1:01. I got to get up. Chris Garrett, yes, I did see the pictures. You were very young looking at 28 years of age, if you were 28 in that one picture. My goodness, I wish I looked that young at 28. Jeff just sent me a message. I'm going to turn off my microphone. I'm going to turn off my microphone so you can't see me. Man, if I am not turning into Doug Betts, I don't know what is going on. Now, I'm interested to see Doug's show tomorrow. I hope to get back from where we've got to go tomorrow morning, because Doug said for someone, if I understood Doug correctly, Doug said for someone to make a thumbs down instead of a thumbs up. So I did. And he can't get mad at me. I was just following directions. He said he did that. And then I put a comment in the comment section of does he actually get to see who does the thumbs up and who does the thumbs down? I personally don't, or if I do, I don't know. If it's there, I don't know how to see it. I'll put it that way. And I did get a thing about the upgrades YouTube is doing this month. They go into effect and this, that, and the other. I don't know if I can share that or not. Long Dog got one of those math questions. Apparently do not have a measuring cup that says 3/4 of a cup on it, but I have a 1/3 cup. So if I go from the soap to the stink 3, yeah, that is correct. If you go from the sink to the soap.
No, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 equals a whole cup.
I know.
3/4 of a cup.
Well, I know, but I just like his
99%.
logic that if he goes from the sink to the stove. Second question is you have to concentrate. Your second, man, I need to know how you're doing that background. Are you guys watching the stream as well? And if you are, the yellow background on
Gary's
chat.
studio.
No, on chat for Long Dog. Let me go look at the studio itself. On chat popped out. He's got a yellow background. Let me see. But on the regular, okay, maybe this is a thing for the pop out. But why only Long Dog? Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 lines long. But Chris's didn't. Okay, let me go look at Chris's comment when he made the long comment. Yeah, the long comment Chris made is not yellowed out. That's interesting. That's. I wish I could. You know what? Let me share my screen. Maybe I can get it this way. Hold on. So, screen number 3. So you should be seeing.
Here we go again, sharing screens. Jesus
Yeah, at
Christ.
least it's not Da Vinci yet, is it?
Better?
Keyword being yet. It's not going to be. I barely got the show up and running tonight. So this is cool. Long Dog has 2 posts in there that has a yellow background. Chris Garrett made a long. The green is me. That means I highlighted it. That means it went out over the airways. But Chris Garrett's got this one right here. If I highlight it, it will turn green, indicating that it's going out. But then when I do the next one, it goes away. So this yellow, man, that's cool. I like that.
Something that background affects the text and background color.
Got something. Yeah, I mean, if that's a thing in YouTube, I didn't know you could do that. Jeff said he's going to be able to go to Golden Corral after all. Said it doesn't look like it's that long of a line. So that's good. I'm waiting to hear from Brian. I know he was going to go as well. And I'm waiting to hear from Brian to see if he got this first mission accomplished today or not.
Those are the 2 that I know that I did.
I was talking to Josh on a Zoom, and he popped in and had a game question. So I helped him out with that. I jokingly told Mrs. K we now have another one on the dark side.
So Josh started the game.
I doubt it. I don't even know if he's streaming right now or not.
Yeah, he is.
I figured he might be. I doubt. I doubt that Alex joins us for the gaming. I doubt Alex joins us at all that night. Anyway, and if he does, he's not sticking around for the full 12 hours. Aldi opens on Wednesday, so Chris is saying his Aldi opens on Wednesday. Okay. They've got a brand new Aldi going in. Got it. Yeah, I'm okay with Aldi. It's not on my top of list of places to shop for food and stuff. They've gotten better over the years, I guess. My mom thinks it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, but it's all right. What else? Beautiful day today. Man, was it such a 60 some degrees, probably 64, 65 degrees, no wind. Nice sunny day. Um,
We
we
were
were standing
55.
outside for a while. Do what, Greg?
We were 55 today, and I didn't get my son's oil changed.
You might as well just give him some money, let him go to Quickie Stop or whatever they're called out in your neck of the woods, and let him get it changed that way.
I don't trust them places.
Oh, I don't either. Wow. Jeff said they're requiring ID. Now, the Golden Corral that we went to here, it's just up the street. It's probably a mile and a half away, 2 miles at the very most. They did not ask for ID. They had people standing outside, and they weren't even asking if you were a vet or not. Most of the vets had a hat on. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Coast Guard. Most had a hat on. And if you had a hat, I'll have to show you the sticker. They gave you a little sticker that said, I served, and that was it. Now, they had some that were really about the size of $50 and some that were really pretty big around. But they never did ask for ID. And the guy behind me said, oh, so we're not going to have to show our IDs now. And the guy said, no, this will get your meal for free. We probably could have got Mrs. K's meal for free tonight, but that wouldn't have been right. We were sitting there eating, and one of the guys that was sitting next to us was telling us a story of a year ago. They went to a Golden Corral in a different city, and a guy came in BDUs and some semblance of boots and a hat. And you could tell he clearly was not in the military, okay? Just clearly. And they did not serve him. They offered to serve him if he paid, but he did not get a free meal. All they had to do is ask for an ID card. I mean, it's just that simple. But I guess people don't think about that.
Stolen valor.
Do what, Sin?
It's stolen valor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's people on YouTube. That's all they do. They expose them one right after another.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of YouTube, I forgot to check something out a while ago. I'm not kidding you. I was real close to saying, just go in there and tell them there's not going to be a show tonight. See you tomorrow. And then I jumped through hoops, and we made it. Oddly enough. Okay. I got a call from Aunt Mary today. We'll discuss that afterwards. Talk to her for 15 minutes or so. Okay, that's cool. We can close that. Yeah, pretty slow Monday for me, actually. I did shoot a video of the renovations at Walmart. I'll share that with you guys later as well. They also redid the cosmetic section. They went back to, Greg probably remembers back when they had it where you had to pay for your cosmetics in the cosmetics department due to theft. They went back to that. You have a little entrance, you have to go in, get your cosmetics and pay for it before they let you out. But wait, we got our cosmetics today and didn't pay for it. The cash register was there. There was just nobody manning the cash register. So it's kind of a false deterrent, if you will. They reduced it down from 3 aisles to an aisle and a half. Oh, it's the other thing. Not that it's a big deal, but the canned fruit section of this Walmart used to be about half of the aisle in length, and the aisle was relatively long. Now it's less than 10 feet in length. And you cannot tell me that they took all of that product that was in that same area and condensed it down to 10 feet. We also noticed they don't have any Walmart brand sugar-free coffee creamer. Gone away. They don't sell it anymore. And there was one other thing I noticed that they don't have or didn't have anymore. Mrs. K seems to think it's for other reasons. I think it's because there's no profit margin in it for them. They're not making any money from it.
Yeah, probably.
The other one was the canned fruit stood out only because you're used to a 30 feet, 40 feet long aisle, and then you got less than 10 feet of that. Oh, and they split the rice up. They put the rice in two different aisles. Makes no sense at all. I'll ask her later. She'll know because she's got a super good memory. I have a horrible memory. The only reason I remember the sugar-free ones because we had to buy the more expensive stuff. How many people I see it all that used to work at Kroger, in a couple of months they will be back at Kroger? Yeah, that's probably very true, Chris. He's talking about the employees that are going to bounce from Kroger to Aldi and then bounce back. They want to go see if the grass is greener on the other side. I get it. That's bottle number 1 down in less than 30 minutes. Just super thirsty right now. Kind of looking forward to tomorrow afternoon playing golf. And if nothing else, Mrs. K and I are playing golf. I'm going to mute my microphone and yell at Mrs. K.
Greg, you were a combat engineer.
Yeah, I was
in?
with the 20th Engineer Brigade down at Canto.
I tried to sign up for that, but they wouldn't let me because they gave me the colorblind test, and I only could guess 4 numbers out of 10.
I like how you said that. Guess 4 numbers. Yeah, they had the hat that Sin's wearing. They had that. And then Mrs. K pointed out, she goes, "Get this one." I said, "No, it's not the cross pistols." They had the one Sin's wearing, they had the cross rifles, and they did not have the cross pistols. The guy actually asked me what, when I was stationed in Korea, what was my unit, and I told him, and he said, "Nope." He said, "We used to carry those, we no longer carry them." So how ironic is, someone that grew up in a very small town in Indiana, went to Korea, served in Korea twice, they would carry that hat, but they no longer, it just boggles my mind. Usually people have been at Kroger's 10 years, they lose. Yeah, see, Chris, you bring up a good point. I'm thinking I wouldn't want to start over. Seniority and benefits go a long way. The money might initially be slightly better, but man, you're losing your benefits and your seniority. That'd be a tough pill to swallow. It really would be. And his Kroger is not union. Okay. That's surprising. So Long Dog, if you're there, could you please put it in chat how you're didding, I'm starting to talk like my grandchildren, how you are getting the yellow background, please. That is so cool. I would really like to figure that out. Of course, it's probably something as simple as going to chat. It might be one of the new things they were talking about in the creator updates today that I read. One of them I was aware of only because I've been looking at people's channels and I've noticed the change, but now it's official. It's officially going to be launched. Good English. It's officially going to be launched for everybody November 20th of this year. They changed the payment process in YouTube, which doesn't apply to me, so I kind of skimmed over that. But I guess you can look your history and your progress to your next payment. I guess that would be something to look forward to. I'm not sure. I'm still solidly at 321. I don't know. It must be a YouTube benefit. I have no blink. Okay, he has no idea, so we're going to call the YouTube benefit for being such a good participant. That's what it is, Long Dog. It's a reward. Um, it's a participation award for YouTube. That's funny. Chris Garrett got 4 weeks of vacation when he left after 25 years. You worked for Kroger for 25 years. Wow. Um, 3 weeks of vacation, 4 personal days, and a birthday pay. That seems like a lot, but 25 years, you think you would get a little bit more than a month of that, plus 4 personal days and a birthday pay. And they only paid you 1 birthday pay in 25 years. Man, that's got to write myself a note. Don't go to work for Kroger. My Uncle Steve actually worked for Kroger straight out of high school, and he retired from Kroger. He started out as I think what they used to call stock boy, and worked his way up through the system, and finally retired when he physically couldn't do the job anymore. Yeah, well, I'll talk about doing time. Yeah, Long Dog, that's a good point. So, let me check something out. Mrs. K is making me a drink. I requested a drink with ice, non-alcoholic, of course. Well, I'd hate to see the old joke about you open a bottle of beer, you probably get drunk off the aroma. That would probably be me, seriously. I haven't drank in so many years. Okay, so now they're saying that tomorrow's high, Tuesday's high has gone up. It's going to be 62 and sunny. I will be playing golf, and I probably will be wearing shorts. I bring that up because we got ready to go to the store today, and I had on my t-shirt, and I had on my pair of shorts. That's my attire. Even in the wintertime, unless I'm going out or snowing around, I'm a t-shirt and short wearing person. So I go get everything. I get my wallet, get my keys, and get my shoes on. She goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "We're going to the store." She goes, "You're going like that?" Now, Mrs. K has never questioned my dress code until today. And I turned around and I said, "Well, of course I'm going like this. How else am I going to go?" And she goes, "You're not going in those pants. These shorts aren't my." I do have some shorts that are not fit to go out in public, honestly. I wear them around here when I'm doing chores, like William was explaining earlier, when I had to get on my back and work above my head when I was working on the sink. Those shorts are perfect for that. They get dirty, I don't care. I would not wear them out in public. But the shorts I had on today, they by no means were dress shorts, but they weren't tattered and torn and had holes everywhere either. So I gave in and put on a pair of long pants and changed my shirt from a t-shirt to I guess this is a casual dress shirt, I don't know, and made her happy. So I guess that's the bottom line. Chris Garrett says, "Yes, that Long Dog doing time in a Kroger prison." She brought me in a Diet Pepsi. Oh, sure.
Did you ever see the movie Stripes?
The movie what?
Stripes.
With Bill Murray?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I went to basic training. I mean, those exact buildings when they took them off the bus. That's exactly where I went. You know, they have all kinds of flags in that building and shit. But it was so wild because I was 81 when I went in. Or no,
you were 81 when you went in. Man, I thought the age limit was 18 to 35, but you got in at 81. That's pretty good, Sin.
No, I'm talking about years. It was 80, actually.
I know. See, I'm not too far behind you. I went in 83. So
I read
got me by a couple years. Do what, Greg?
I read that DOD extended the age limit to 38.
I've heard the Air Force is into their 40s now because of recruitment being down.
Yeah.
They have extended, I want to say it was like 42 years of age. Now, I think that was caveated with prior military can go back in up to 42 years of age. There's the scroll starting automatically, so the macro did work tonight. I'm always relieved when it does. Just a generic shout out tonight. I want to thank everyone for being here. I want to thank William, Rich, Sin, and Greg. I believe that was the order in which you guys showed up tonight. I don't know because I was like last or second to last anyway. And I want to thank Chris, Long Dog, Tony Wallow. Wintermute says night. Wintermute was lurking in the back again. I still want to know how you did that. Man, I'm going to research that. Rick Lakes was there. Rick, we hope you get to feeling better. Maybe we'll see him on Zoom later. Or I'm not sure. If we do, we do. We don't, we don't. And I believe that is everybody. Sid Vicious said, I got to say, I believe that is a first I've ever seen that, honestly. So, I did not. I mentioned you. I said in order, William, Rich, Sin, and you. God, you know, did you take your memory pill today? Well, there you go. You got your hearing aids in? Good night, everybody.